Okay, so you want to open a bank account at one of the major main banks, but you've been flagged in ChexSystems and you don't know how to get past that. I'm going to show you how to get that restriction lifted, and you can get banking with the traditional banking system. Let me show you how. If you've been denied a bank account due to negative entries in ChexSystems or early warning systems, you're not alone in that, right? These agencies track consumer behavior regarding banking and checking accounts, such as unpaid fees, overdrafts, and suspected fraudulent activity. Here's how you can dispute and clear those records effectively to regain access to essential banking. So first, let's talk a little bit about ChexSystems and EWS. ChexSystems, everybody knows it. They are CRA, just like Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, except they don't focus on credit issues. They focus on banking issues. They collect the information on your behavior. So they track every time, your behavior, how you handle your accounts. And then if you've ever had, every time you get an overdraft or any of those things, they add that to your record and they track that. So they focus on the negative stuff. But ChexSystems focus mostly on the banking management stuff, the unpaid balances, the overdrafts, but they do look at fraud as well. They consider suspected fraud. EWS is the opposite. Not the opposite, but EWS is slightly different. They focus on the fraud first, but they also track the management as well. The difference between EWS and ChexSystems is an independent agency, whereas EWS is an entity owned by the banks themselves. They use it more internally. And so that's the difference. But ChexSystems, I know, is the one that most people are concerned with, and that's the roadblock by many people. But sometimes if you're not in ChexSystems, but you still get denied a bank account, you may have an EWS record issue. So, how do you dispute and clear negative entries on ChexSystems and EWS? So, first and foremost, if you know you had an issue, then you want to follow up with that and resolve it. If you had previous issue that landed you in ChexSystems or EWS, and you know there's outstanding balances, you want to take care of those. But if you believe the information is inaccurate or outdated, you have the right to dispute that under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, just like you do with your credit report. Here's how. Step 1, you want to get a copy of your ChexSystems and EWS reports. You can request them just like you request credit reports by going to ChexSystems website, ChexSystems.com, and request a free annual copy. Yes, you get a free copy every year just like you do with annualcreditreport.com. You can also call them 800-428-9623, and you can request it over the phone. You want to request a copy of your EWS report in much the same way. You go to their website, Early Warning Services, earlywarning.com/consumer information, or you can call their 800 number, which is 800-325-7775, to request a copy of their report as well. So after you get those reports, you want to review them carefully, much the same way you want to review your credit report, looking for inaccuracies, right? So you're checking for inaccuracies, outdated or incomplete information, and any other information that might be harming your ability to open a bank account. You want to take note of all the entries in there, especially entries like unpaid balances, overdrafts, or errors related to any bank account closures. So after you've done all of that, step 2, gather supporting documentation. If you got evidence of payment, give it up. If you have paid off any past due balances or fees mentioned in your ChexSystems or EWS report, you want to gather all your receipts and bank statements to prove that. See, documentation is huge when you're trying to clear these things up. So, error documentation. If there's any errors on your reports, you want to obtain documents that demonstrate the error, like besides them, like a bank statement or a letter from the financial institution acknowledging the mistake. So you're going to do that. Then you want to provide identity verification, copy of your driver's license, proof of address, the similar things you need when you're disputing with the credit bureaus. You want to provide that to ChexSystems and EWS. Step 3, you want to actually write a dispute letter to ChexSystems and EWS. So it's important that you write a clear, well-structured dispute letter for effective communication, and then clearly showing the inaccuracies on your report. Now, there are templates out there available for ChexSystems. Some of them are general templates that you can modify to address to ChexSystems and EWS. But you want to make sure that it has your full name, your address, and the date of the letter. And then you want to address it to ChexSystems Incorporated at attention to the Consumer Relations Division. And that's 7805 Hudson Road, Suite 100. I'll provide that, a link in the description, so you can click on that and you can have that information. It's also easy to find Google as well. And so you want to basically tell them something to the effect of, I am writing to formally dispute certain information on my ChexSystems report, as I believe it is inaccurate and affecting my ability to open a bank account. Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, I request an immediate investigation and removal of any inaccurate or unverifiable information. And so you want to do that, and then you want to reference any disputed items from old bank accounts that you'll see on the report. And so you want to tell them, hey, here's what I have to say about this account, that account, other. If there's any unpaid balances, you want them verified, and then you probably want to pay them. That'll go a long way towards getting you reinstated. And then after that, then you want to end it with, please remove or correct the inaccuracies and information listed above. Enclosed are copies of the documents to support my claim. I expect confirmation of your findings within 30 days. And then, of course, you're signed and dated, and then attach ID, proof of address, and that supporting documentation. Right? So you can do that, and then there's a similar letter, same thing with early warning services. You just substitute their information there. After you've done that, you've created your letters. Step 4, you want to send your dispute letters and track their responses. First and foremost, you want to send your letters certified mail to ChexSystems and EWS. And by sending each letter certified mail with a return receipt requested, that'll provide you with a paper trail and confirm that your dispute was received. Secondly, you want to keep hard copies. I believe it's okay to have PDFs and backups, but I think it's important to have a hard copy in case you have any technology issues. But keeping hard copies in a manila folder and have a permanent record of that. Then with that, you want to track their response times. Because remember, under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, ChexSystems and EWS, like the credit bureaus, have to respond to your dispute request within 30 days of receipt. If they don't, or if they fail to correct the issue, you have the option to take additional actions. Step 5, following up and escalate if needed. What you want to do then is you want to review their responses. Once ChexSystems and EWS respond, you want to check if they respond saying that they made updates, you want to check your updated report to confirm that the changes have been made. If the issue is resolved, you should have an easier time opening a bank account. Now, you may need to file a complaint with the CFPB. If ChexSystems or EWS fail to resolve your issue in a manner you're satisfied with, you can file a complaint with the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, or you can consider legal action. If the information remains unresolved and you're absolutely certain it's correct, you may consider consulting an attorney specializing in consumer rights under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and then they can file suit with them. Of course, there's a cost with that. They usually are not doing it pro bono. Now, some best practices and tips for success: be persistent, stay organized, monitor your progress, and consider working with a consumer advocacy group. Many of them are nonprofit, and they can help you for little or no cost. Now, I told you I made reference to the fact that there's verbiage you can put in there to create a dispute letter for ChexSystems EWS. You may find some templates out in the marketplace that may address ChexSystems, but I believe it's better when you create a custom letter for your situation. Now, I have a DIY credit repair platform that you can use to fix not only your ChexSystems issues, but dispute any and all negative issues on your credit report. The beauty of it is that if you upload your credit, AI will look at your credit. It will flag all the negative items. It will ask you, what do you think about each one? And you choose from some drop-down answers. And when you select what your issue is, it'll tell you what your dispute basis is. And then it will generate a custom letter for you regarding your account item that's on your credit report. And then you have the option to print that out and then stuff an envelope and send it off to the credit bureaus and the creditors to dispute those items. It will do all the work for you. And if it's ChexSystems, it will send those out as well. And the beauty of that is there's no additional cost for that. So if you can print out your letters and send it. So if you're interested, if you're seeing this video, if you're interested in that, you just need to register to get access to the platform. There's no cost to get the platform itself, but you have to register to get it. Currently, you're able to get it free just by registering. You can either go to my website, the link is below, and you can go there, request a free credit analysis, that'll register you, or you can buy a digital product or a course if you're interested, that'll register you as well. Or you can register for the weekly Wednesday webinar, that will get you access to it as well. So I recommend, if you want free access to a free credit repair software platform that is AI powered, I strongly advise you to register with me right now while it's still free and there's no purchase necessary to get you access to it. I recommend you do that, but you most certainly can do it yourself manually. It's not a problem. So if you've been denied a bank account due to information in ChexSystems or EWS, disputing those errors and outdated information can be a powerful step in clearing your record. By following this process and using dispute templates as provided or using AI, you can improve your chances of successfully disputing inaccuracies and regaining access to banking services not provided by Cash App and some of the other online quasi-banking things. They're not totally terrible, but it's good to have a relationship with the banks that will have money to loan you and will do so. So, the key takeaways: obtain your ChexSystems report or EWS reports, gather evidence to support your dispute, write and send effective dispute letters to track their response, escalate if necessary, either with CFPB or through legal channels. Following these steps will not only help clear your record, but also restore your access to essential financial health. So, if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. Please like the account. Please leave a comment, good or bad. If you want me to talk about other things, please put that in there. Feel free to share this video. You click on the share arrow. You can most certainly share it with folks directly via text, or you can to your Facebook platform to share with other folks. I would appreciate that. But until the next video, you guys take care, family.